Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Yalith and tonight I'm going to be teaching a 60-minute vinyasa flow for all levels. So if you'd like to join me, we're going to start in a heart-opening restorative pose. For props tonight, you'll need 2 blocks or stacks of books, something to bring the floor a little closer, a blanket, and if you'd like to have a couple of pillows, that might also come in handy later in class. If you have my playlist, you can go ahead and start that at the beginning now. So there are a couple of options on how to start this class. We're going to take, the first option is to take 2 blocks, one on the medium height, one on the tall height, and to find the first block right underneath your shoulder blades, and the second block supports your head as you recline back. This is a little too intense to start out, or you don't have blocks on hand, not to worry. You can also take a blanket coming to, starting in a shoulder stand fold and then rolling it up so you have a little log like this, and putting that right below your shoulder blades. Again, and allowing yourself to recline over it. So taking a few minutes to adjust how you need to and coming into one of those postures. You can play with what height either block is on if you're taking that option. To find a pose that feels supportive and comfortable to you. Eventually, palms can come to face up. Your shoulder blades drop down your back. This class is going to be based around moon salutations, tapping into the cool and the feminine moon energy. We're also going to have a subtle focus on heart opening and upper back, shoulders, and neck release. As you're ready, start to tune into your breath. Just starting to notice the quality of your breath at the beginning of this practice. If it's shallow or deep. As you're ready, take a moment to check in with your physical body. Noticing any areas of tension or ease, comfort, discomfort. As you gently scan from the crown of your head down towards your toes. And eventually coming to take inventory of the quality of your thoughts, along with what you perceive to be your emotional or energetic body. Observing without judgment and just awareness, not trying to fix or change anything. And eventually releasing focus, tuning back into the breath. Eventually starting to cultivate an ujjayi breath that we'll be using throughout practice. If you'd like to join me, taking an inhale through your nose and an exhale through an open mouth as if you're fogging up a window. Lips come to close, and I'm going to find that same tension in the back of your throat on both your inhale and your exhale to find an audible and powerful breath. Carrying this breath throughout your practice, allowing the audible breath to coordinate to your movement to coordinate to your breath. Take a few more breaths in this posture. See if you can let your heart sink further down, melting around the blocker blanket, expanding through your chest. For one more inhale. And one more exhale. And when you're ready, rolling slightly over to your left side as you move props out of the way and come up to a comfortable seat. Finding Sukhasana or easy pose with your legs crossed, maybe sitting up on the edge of a blanket. Going to start with the movement of the head, letting your chin drop down towards your chest, and then taking some little half moons with your chin, moving your chin from one shoulder to the other. Just starting with some gentle movement. Inhale to bring your chin up to one shoulder, and exhale, bringing it down through center. Already coordinating movement to the breath. Journeying through this, taking it as fast or slow as you'd like, and stopping at any place that feels good. Eventually, maybe you start to take one ear into the shoulder for a slightly fuller movement. Maybe you stay just bringing chin to shoulder, finding whatever feels good here. Maintaining space in your upper back, as if you're opening through your chest, not allowing your head tilting forward to curve your upper back. And eventually, if you'd like, taking some big head circles all the way around, maintaining space, and lengthen all sides of your neck for all parts of the movement, so as to not crunch your neck to the back. Still moving with the breath. And eventually reversing that movement, taking it to the other side. Eventually finding some stillness with your left ear to your left shoulder. Finding your right hand out to the side in any place that feels good. If you want more, maybe finding your left hand, gently putting some pressure onto the right side of your head, allowing the weight of gravity to pull deeper into the stretch. Moving your arm around to find a sweet spot. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And on your next inhale, use your left hand to bring your head back up to center. Now letting your head release, right ear to right shoulder. Move your left hand out to the side, moving it around to find a place that feels good. And again, maybe finding right hand to the left side of your head, just allowing the weight of gravity to gently pull you deeper into the stretch. When you're ready, taking one more inhale and one more exhale. On your inhale, using your hand to bring your head back up to center, I'm gonna find both hands behind your head, clasping them behind your head. Take an inhale here, and on an exhale, round forward, pulling your chin to your chest, letting just the weight of gravity again pulling you slightly further. Maybe taking a little bit of movement here. For your next inhale, opening your elbows, let your head release back into your hands a little bit. And exhale to bring your elbows back together, bringing chin to chest. Taking one more inhale to open your elbows, extend through your chest, gaze shifts up, releasing your head into your hands. And exhale to release your hands down to your sides. When you're ready, diving over your feet, coming into tabletop pose. Find your wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And we'll take some gentle cat and cows. Inhale to draw belly down to the floor, arching your back, opening your shoulders, gaze shifting up. Exhale to press the floor away, rounding your back to cat pose. Making sure to maintain the curve all the way through your neck and the crown of your head. Inhale to cow, open your chest, rotate biceps forward. Exhale, cat pose. Taking this at your own breath pace. And eventually, as you take a few more breaths here, maybe taking some other movement of the spine, taking some C shapes, looking over one shoulder and then the other, or any other movement that feels good. Eventually, on an inhale, coming back to a neutral tabletop. And on your exhale, sinking back into child's pose. Let your chest pull through, melting down towards the floor. As your forehead rests on the floor, keep your arms slightly active, elbows pulling up off the floor. Finding some breath here. On your next inhale, come up to tented fingers and walk hands over to the left side of your mat. Maybe right hand comes on top of left hand, and exhale to melt down, finding a side body stretch here. On your next inhale, coming back up to tented fingers and walking all the way over to the right side of your mat. Again, maybe left hand comes on top of right as you melt back down to the earth. Finding a stretch in left side body. Breath is flowing. And inhale to come back to tented fingers, walking back to center. Take your right arm and thread it under your left arm for a variation of thread the needle. Option to stay here or to bring your left arm through your heart and open it up to the ceiling, finding a deeper twist. Maybe shifting right shoulder in between your legs. Option to take a slight bind, wrapping left arm around your body as you open through your chest space. Eventually, arm extends back out. Exhale to find hand in front of your face. And to come back through center. Now finding your left arm threading under your right. Again, option to stay here. Bring your right arm through your heart and open to the sky. Taking a deeper twist here. Maybe this arm wraps around, reaching towards left thigh. Opening through your heart for a few more breaths. And your next inhale, opening back up, arm reaching towards the ceiling. And then finding hand in front of your face, coming back to a neutral child's pose. Keeping active arms, hands and palms are pressing into the floor gently. Staying here for one more breath, and on your inhale, rolling up through your back, coming to tabletop pose. Take a moment to roll through your back, any cat and cow that feels good. Maybe flexing and pointing the toes with your cow pose and cat pose, starting to move those joints as well. And eventually finding neutral, come to tuck your toes under your ankles. And on an exhale, press back downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal through your feet, taking any conscious movement that feels good, luxuriating into this first downward dog of the day. Eventually finding a moment of stillness with weight in both hands and feet. Inhale to rise up high on your toes and look to the front of your mat. Exhale on the bottom of your exhale to step or jump between your hands. Take a moment here. Let your head release completely, finding opposite hand to opposite elbow in ragdoll pose. Take an inhale and exhale, let everything go. Allow gravity to traction out your spine. Your head is completely relaxed. Maybe taking some slight movement, shaking your head, yes or no, opening and closing your mouth, releasing your jaw. And when you're ready, finding hands to the floor and slowly roll up. Deep bend in your knees, rolling up through every vertebrae, finding mountain pose to asana. Roll your shoulders up, back and down your spine, fingertips extending towards the earth. Inhale, arms overhead, upward salute. Exhale to swan dive forward, deep bend in your knees, finding 2 blocks under each hand. You can also use stacks of books or anything that brings the floor closer. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold, bringing your blocks back towards the back side of your feet. Take a large right step back into a runner's lunge. Use the space that the blocks give you to open your chest here. Finding your knee over your front ankle. Stay for an inhale, and on an exhale, release your knee down to the mat. Move your blocks wherever is comfortable, and on your inhale, taking a slight back bend here. Opening through your chest, using the support of the blocks. On your next inhale, tucking your back toes, extending through your back leg, coming into a variation of pyramid pose. And from here, maybe releasing your grip on your blocks, hands and coming down to the earth. If you want more, maybe hands come behind your back and clasp behind your back and you release over. Thinking something similar to humble warrior. Release your neck and head. Find a micro bend in both of your knees to maintain the integrity of those joints. As you let your arms relax overhead. On your next inhale, arms flip, back comes to flat. Maybe finding or going towards reverse prayer. Finding an arch in your back under your shoulder blades where your hands are. Turning both hips down towards the mat. Stay for an inhale, and on your exhale, extend arms back out, finding the same clasp as before, coming back into that pose. Staying for just a few more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, finding hands back to the blocks. Turn your back toes down to the floor and step forward between your blocks for a forward fold. Let everything go here. Hands can stay on blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. And exhale, hands to heart center, taking that to the other side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to fold forward, deeply bending knees. Inhale, halfway lift, extending to your back. Exhale to fold, moving blocks back slightly. Take a large left step back into a runner's lunge. Open through your chest, support through your legs. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to release knee down to the ground. And press into the box, finding a slight back bend. Gaze shifts up. Opening through your chest. Finding length in your throat. Staying for an inhale. When you're ready, tucking back toes, extending into that foot. Coming into a variation of pyramid, readjust your stance, bringing back foot a little bit more forward. Stay for the inhale and exhale to fold over the front leg. Maybe hands come to the floor or stay on blocks. If you'd like to, and you did on the other side, clasping hands behind your back and releasing them over your head. Release your neck and head. Let gravity release your hands further down towards the ground. On your next inhale, finding a flat back, again, coming towards, maybe fists touch behind your back, or maybe you head towards reverse prayer with your arms, finding hands in the space behind your back, in between your shoulder blades, opening through your chest, finding a flat back. Stay for the inhale. Take one more inhale here. And exhale to fold. Again, bringing hands over your head, clasping your fingers. Release your head and neck. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, finding hands back to the blocks. Turn your back toes down to the mat and step forward in between the blocks to a forward fold. Let everything go here, moving blocks over to the side of your mat, out of the way. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now moving into a simple moon salutation. Clasp your thumbs. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center as you fold down. Hands meet the mat. Take a large right step back into runner's lunge. Option to keep using the blocks. Opening your heart here. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to release knee and foot down to the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, knee down crescent. Finding a nice back bend here, as if you were holding a block between your hands and bending back, gazes up. Inhale to find even more length. And shifting weight into your back knee. Coming to kneel on both knees for a variation of camel pose. Not overdoing the back bend here. Stay for an inhale, and exhale to shift weight onto your left knee, and find Anjaneyasana on the other side. Again, staying for one more inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the mat, framing your front foot. Inhale to energize your back foot, and take a large left step forward to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Let everything go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms overhead, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, taking that to the other side. Hook your thumbs. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Coming to fingertips or hands to legs. Exhale to fold. Take a large left step back into a runner's lunge. Maybe coming up on the tented fingers or blocks to open your chest. Stay for the inhale. Exhale to release knee and foot down to the mat. Inhale, arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Finding a nice back bend here, again, as if you were holding a block in your hands and pulling it over your head. Stay for an inhale. And then exhale. Inhale to find more length. Shifting weight back into your back knee. Release your shoulders down your back. And eventually come to both knees for a variation of camel. Stay for an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, bringing weight onto right knee. Exhale to step left knee forward, finding asana on the other side, maintaining the back bend. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, hands, plant your foot, energize to your back leg and step to the front of your mat. Forward fold, let everything go. Take your head, yes and no, open and close your jaw. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms overhead, upward salute. And exhale, hands to heart center. Feel energy bouncing between right and left side body. This breath is flowing in and out. Take an inhale through your nose. And an exhale through an open mouth here. So we start another flow. Inhale again, thumbs link, arms overhead. Exhale, hands crossed behind your back, deep bend in your knees, forward fold. Release your head, look to the back of your mat through your leg. Shifting weight onto your left foot, take a large right step back into a runner's lunge. Inhale to raise up, finding a back bend in a crescent variation, hands are still clasped. Stay here, energizing through legs. Inhale, arms up overhead. Extend strongly through fingertips. Exhale, goal post your arms, bending back knee, coming down towards the floor. Inhale to extend, finding strength and stability. Exhale, finding hands down to the floor. Take a large left step back into plank pose. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale to release knees and feet down to the floor and slowly lower down to your belly. Reposition hands under shoulders and inhale to come up, cobra pose. Traction elbows back towards your hips, opening your chest. Staying here for a few breaths. Toenails heavy, pelvis is heavy, your legs are relaxed. Elbow tug in towards your side, stay for one more inhale. Exhale to release down to the mat, inhale through tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment of breath here. Releasing your head and neck. Inhale, take a large right step forward in between your hands, finding a runner's lunge. Inhale, arms overhead, crescent warrior variation. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale to goal push your arms, finding them clasping behind your back. Inhale to find a back bend. Exhale, humble warrior variation. And on your inhale, step your left foot forward to the front of your mat. Release your head and neck, release hands over your head. Let go here. Inhale to hook thumbs, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking that to the other side, hooking thumbs, inhale, arms overhead. Maybe finding the other clasp of your thumbs, exhale. Forward fold, hands clasped behind your back again, maybe finding the clasp that feels weird. Taking it to the other side. Relax your head and neck, look to the back of your mat through your legs. Shift weight into your left foot, into your right foot. And on an inhale, take a large left step back to a runner's lunge. Stay here for a breath. Inhale to rise, coming into a crescent lunge variation. Opening through your heart. Inhale, arms overhead, crescent lunge. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to goal push your arms, knee coming down towards the floor. Hovering over the floor, inhale, extend back up. Exhale, hands frame your foot, step back, plank pose. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to release knees and feet to the ground and slowly lower all the way to your belly. Reposition hands under shoulders, inhale, cobra pose. Traction, elbows back towards hips. Open through your chest. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to release down to the floor. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Release your head and neck. Melt your heart down to the earth. Breathe. When you're ready, inhale, step left leg forward in between your hands. Finding a runner's lunge. Inhale, arms overhead, warrior one variation. Exhale to goal post your arms open through your chest. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, back bend, crescent lunge variation. Inhale here, exhale, humble warrior variation. Let your hands fall over your head. Gaze shifts towards the front of your mat. Inhale to step right leg forward. And release your head and neck. Arms heavy over your head. Breathe here. Inhale, thumbs link as arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, the hands to heart center. Take a moment to breathe here. Tapping back into giant breath. When you're ready, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, step back, plank pose. Stay for an inhale and an exhale. One more inhale, exhale to release knees and feet down to the ground. And slowly lower to your belly. Hands reposition under shoulders. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to release back to the mat. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, release your head and neck, let your heart melt through your arms. When you're ready, step feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, right leg lifts, hip stack on top of hip. Find a puff of air under left arm, stabilize your shoulders. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to take a large right step forward between your hands. Spin your back foot down. Coming into warrior two, inhale to rise, exhale to settle. Finding a 90-degree bend in your front knee. Front heel is in line with the center of your back foot. Finding a strong pose here. Inhale to reverse. Gaze shifting up. And exhale, side angle. Spiraling open, left side body. Option to stay here or to go for a bind. Keeping your right and left side body open. Opening through your chest. Staying for a few breaths. Wherever you are, maybe gaze shifts up. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale to find left hand to ground. Left arm overhead. Swing your left arm all the way around, coming to the floor. Bringing right hand to the outside of right foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment in downward facing dog for a neutralizing breath. And when you're ready, feet step together at the back of your mat, big toes touch. Inhale, left leg rises up. Hip stack on top of hip. Find a puff of air under right arm to support your shoulders. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to step left leg in front, in between your hands. Spiral, back foot down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to settle, warrior two. Deep knee, bend in the front knee. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Opening through your right rib cage. Option to stay here or to find a bind. Finding your gaze up to the sky. Press feet into the floor to find stability. Staying for one more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale to extend, left hand to the floor, right arm overhead. And slowly sweep right arm all the way down to the front of the mat. Move your left hand to the outside of your left foot and step back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths either in downward facing dog or child's pose. Wherever you are, breath is flowing. We have one more section to flow. If you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog. Melt your heart forward. Release your head to neutral. When you're ready, step feet together in the back of your mat, big toes touch. Inhale, rising left leg, hip stack on top of hip. Plant a puff of air under your left arm to support your shoulders. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to step your foot forward between your hands. Spin your back heel down and walk your hands over to the side of your mat. Both toes come to point to the side of your mat. Release your head down. Finding Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. And let everything go here. Shake your head, yes and no. Maybe extend arms to either ankle. Also option to find blocks under your hands. If you'd like to join me, bending into one knee and then the other, finding some movement there. I'm actually finding some stillness. Maybe coming down to elbows. Let everything go. Maybe walk your hands forward as if you're going towards downward facing dog, allowing your heart to melt through. Taking all of the way out of your shoulders. Eventually coming to find your hands back under you. And as you're ready, slowly roll up through your back to come to a wide-legged standing pose. Inhale, upward salute, arms overhead. When you're ready, turn your front toes to face the front of your mat. We're coming into triangle pose, taking a slightly less wide stance than a warrior two. Front leg still pointing forward and back leg pointing to the side of your mat. Arms extend. Inhale to shift right arm forward and eventually find right hand to a block to your ankle to the floor. Left hand extends up overhead. Your gaze shifts up over to your left arm. Maybe gaze shifts up or down. Finding what feels good here. Maybe taking a bind, finding the fingers to your right thigh. Keeping a slight bend in both knees to stabilize your legs. Eventually coming back to extend both arms. Look down to the ground. Shift forward into your right foot and find your right hand with your thumb in line with right pinky toe. Maybe hand also comes to a block. For another option, when you're ready, lifting left leg into half moon, Adho Chandrasana. Option to stay here, or to bend, back knee coming into Chapasana, coming in and out of the pose as much as you'd like. Gaze to the front of your mat. Eventually extending everything back out. And releasing back leg back to the mat. Spiraling left hand down. Coming back to our runner's lunge. And stepping back into downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. When you're ready, walk feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, left leg up overhead. Hip stack on top of hips. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to step. Left leg in between your hands. Rotate back foot, toes pointing to the side of your mat. And walking hands to the side, coming to a forward fold here. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. But staying to face the same side of your mat. Let everything release. Maybe now, coming to walk your hands to your left leg, keeping both legs straight. Plant right hand into the floor and inhale to draw up through your heart and extend left arm up to the ceiling for a slight twist. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to come back to center, taking it to the other side, walking hands over to your right foot. Left hand plants, inhale, right arm through your heart, extending up to the ceiling. Stay for a breath. And one more inhale. Exhale to come back down, finding center. And as you're ready, slowly rolling up through every vertebrae, bending your knees. Coming to a wide-legged standing pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Now coming to turn left leg toes to the front of your mat so that your left heel is in line with the center of your back foot. Finding arms open, shift weight forward and coming into triangle pose. Open through your chest. Extending through your fingertips. Head can go up or down, whatever is more comfortable. As if you're spiraling your hips and ribs open. Maybe taking a bind here, finding right fingertips along to right to left thigh if you did on the other side. On your next inhale, extending arms back out and shifting weight forward onto your left foot. Left thumb comes in line with left pinky toe. And when you're ready, lifting back leg to half moon pose. Maybe you stay here or take the bind coming into Shavasana. Gaze in front of your hand for stability. Bench down, inhale, extending everything back out. Exhale to find back leg to the mat, hands frame your left foot. And as you're ready, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale to lift right leg up overhead. And on your exhale, thinking right foot to left ankle, coming into pigeon pose. Come to stay on your fingers, on tented fingers, opening your chest, sitting up tall. Option to stay here on an exhale, coming down, folding over your leg. Let your neck relax. Maybe coming down to elbows. If you want more, go ahead and thread left hand under right for a variation of thread the needle. And maybe extending right arm long in front of you. If you still want more, maybe taking right arm through your chest and opening it to the sky for even deeper twist. Keep breathing. Staying for one more inhale. Exhale to find your hand in front of your face if you're in a thread the needle. And to come back to a neutral position. Tuck your back toes and adjust through your back leg and sit back to downward facing dog. Press your heart through your hands. Inhale to lift left leg. Exhale, think left foot to right hand. Coming again into pigeon pose. Release your back foot. Coming up to tented fingertips, open your chest, sitting up tall. Stay for an inhale, and on an exhale, option to fold forward onto elbows or to your forehead. Let your head release. rounding through your back. If you did on the other side and would like to on this side, threading right arm under left for thread the needle. Option to stay here or to open, left arm up to the sky for a deeper twist. Coming slightly onto your right shoulder blade, only if this feels good to your body. Stay for the breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale if you're there, finding left hand in front of your face and pressing back up to a neutral pigeon, tucking back toes, energizing through back leg and step back to downward facing dog. Finding your last downward facing dog or cross, taking any last movement here. And when you're ready, release knees down to the ground. We're going to take a few breaths in a supported child's pose. So you have a number of options. If you have a pillow or any other props, taking that in front of you, maybe laying a blanket over that, and coming to drape your body over it. Hands can come in front or to either side of your body for a variation of embryo pose. If you don't have a bolster, option to just take a wide-legged child's pose. Release into the pose. If your cheek is to one side, turning your head to face the other direction. When you're ready, finding weight back into your hands. Slowly come to sit on your knees, moving any props out of the way. Come forward into tabletop and slowly lower down to your belly. Coming into Sphinx pose with your elbows under your shoulders. Hands down to the floor, press the floor away. Traction elbows back towards hips, opening your chest, taking a slight back bend. Release your legs and your pelvis. And when you're ready, come to slightly raise elbows off the floor and thread right arm under left, coming into a variation of thread the needle. Staying here for just a breath. As you're ready, roll onto your right side and extend open through your left arm for a reclined twist. Staying for one more breath. And when you're ready, bringing left arm back to meet right, rolling back onto your belly. Come to find your left arm in a goal post position or straight out to the side in a T. And roll onto your left side, finding a stretch in that shoulder, opening your chest. Only taking this to where it feels comfortable. Press your left arm into the floor to activate the stretch. Stay for an inhale. And exhale to come back down to your belly. Inhale to come back to Sphinx pose. Again, tractioning elbows to hips, opening through your chest. Stay here for a breath. Inhale to slightly lift your elbows and thread left arm under right, coming into a variation of thread the needle. And when you're ready, pressing your right arm into the floor, come to roll onto your left side. Right knee bends and open your right arm into a reclined twist. Right shoulder is heavy to the ground. Let everything go. Take one more inhale. And one more exhale. And next inhale, meeting right arm back to left. And rolling back onto your stomach. Find your right arm into a cactus pose. Or out long to the side in a T. Finding your left hand onto the floor on the left side of your body. Coming to roll onto your right side body, taking a stretch in your right shoulder. Press right arm into floor to activate the stretch. Staying for another breath. And exhale to roll back onto your belly. Finding hands under shoulders. Inhale to press up to tabletop pose. Take knees wide. Exhale to a wide-legged child's pose. Just for a few breaths here. Inhale to roll up and slide your hands through, coming to sit with your feet in front of you and slowly rolling down to your back. Take a moment on your back to release. Draw your shoulder blades back behind your back. And maybe release knees to one side and the other, windshield wipering to release your lower back. And when you're ready, coming for a moment of stillness, the knees straight up. We're going to take an inversion here. If you'd like a more passive inversion, option to take just legs up or to take legs up a wall. Or any other position to elevate your feet above your heart. If you'd like to join me moving towards plow and shoulder stand, on your inhale, pull your knees into your chest and shoot your legs back over your head. Do not turn your head to the side once you are in this pose. Keep your gaze straight up to the ceiling. Find length in your back, not to collapse into your neck. Neck should be long and relaxed, not crunched here. Maybe you come to find hands to your lower back to support yourself in this position. This is a great place to stay. But if you'd like to, maybe bringing one leg and then the other up to the ceiling for a shoulder stand, maintaining the length in your neck. Engage Uddiyana Bandha and extend energy up through your feet. Staying here for a few breaths. Glue feet together. Legs are strong. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your neck long. Stay for an inhale. Exhale to bend your knees and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time to release your hips back down to the floor. Come to squeeze your knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side up and down your mat. And now, if you'd like, taking happy baby, finding hands to the outsides of your feet. Your shoulder blades relax down your back as you maybe take a little movement, swaying from one side to the other, maybe straightening and bending one leg at a time. Staying here for one more inhale, and exhale to release the grip on your hands. Gather your knees back to the center of your chest, again, hugging them into your chest. Maybe coming to hug into a tiny little ball, lifting your head up off the mat. Staying for the inhale. An option here to take any more movement in a cool down fashion. And when you're ready, extend everything out into Shavasana. Legs are long. Allow your feet to relax open, palms turn up. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. And relax, turning your attention one more time back to your breath. And with your next exhale, releasing your control of your breath and allowing your eyes to gently close. Gently draw your awareness back to your physical body. Noticing any changes from what you noticed at the beginning of class. And as you're ready, drawing attention to the quality of your thoughts, along with your emotional and energetic body. Taking inventory. And again, noticing any changes is from the beginning of class. Let your whole body relax. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Let your mouth open slightly, relax your jaw. Relax the muscles behind your eyes, your throat, your chest, your upper back, your whole back, both arms, both legs, your trunk, your face. Let everything melt into the floor as if the floor was sinking underneath you. Feel the areas of your body that are in contact with the floor. There's that pressure and sensation, how it varies around your body. And eventually release all of your focus altogether. To just be in this space and just be. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, "Sit here, eat." You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself. The stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. When you're ready, start to deepen your breath. Invite subtle movement back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, circling ankles and wrists. Maybe shaking your head, massaging the back of your head on the floor. If you're saying no, if it's calling to you, a full body stretch. Eventually coming to roll onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Now on your side, find a moment of gratitude to yourself for showing up on your mat today, for your body, for carrying you through this practice, and for this practice and everything that it has to offer us on and off the mat. When you're ready, press into your left hand to come up to a comfortable seat. Hands can come to your knees or to heart center if you'd like to join me. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of light, and of peace. When you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are one. If you'd like to join me, bringing thumb knuckles up to third eye center, we'll seal this class with the blessing of Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.